All right, guys, what's up? This is Bobby Genital and Miss Whitney Morgan here for Demon Seed Radio.
Hey, guys.
This is our first vlog.
I'm kind of actually surprised by that.
Are we really going to call it a vlog?
Yeah.
You
Let's be hipsters.
You want to be total hipsters?
Yeah, let's be hipsters and call it a vlog. Hashtag vlog.
Shouldn't we be doing this on our FaceTime in a Starbucks then?
Duh. Let me get my iPad out.
Hashtag vlog. All right, guys, so this is vlog number 1, for lack of a better term. And we were debating on how we wanted to do our first vlog, and we figured, fuck it, let's give into the hype. Let's give into the monster that we can't seem to escape, and that would be, what would it be?
It really is a monster. I mean, there's all kinds. There's even a laundry like detergent named after this movie.
No way. Is there really?
There's like a whole series of like sensuous laundry fabric softener. That's the shit you put in that I don't really use. And like of sexy like mood setting things to get you in the mood for. Should we say it?
Yeah, unfortunately.
1, 2, 3.
50 Shades of Grey.
It's just beyond this door.
What is?
My playroom.
Like your Xbox and stuff?
It's important that you know you can leave at any time.
Why? What's in there?
I meant what I said. The helicopter's on standby to take you whenever you want to go.
Couldn't you just open the door?
Are there really 50 Shades of Grey out in the world?
I hope not.
50 Shades of fucked up.
I'm fairly, oh, Jesus Christ. All right, so 50 Shades of fucked up. Let's just go ahead and start there. We're not doing a review to say that the movie is amazing, because let's just face it, it wasn't.
It's not going to win an Academy Award.
No, not at all. It may win a Razzie.
I don't think it was that bad.
You don't think it was that bad?
No, I don't think. I think it was better than the book.
Yes, it was a lot better than the book was.
Yes.
The reason why we're doing this vlog, I mean, those of you who listen to Demon Seed Radio, you're going to understand that this is a little bit out of the norm for us. This is why we kind of took it from the air to the vlog format. The reason for it is because we have a lot of friends in the bondage, BDSM lifestyle segment of life, and they are downright angry. They are fucking agitated at this movie.
I know. I'm still like, I guess I consider myself, I do industry stuff. I consider myself a Napoleon, because I'm not Neapolitan. That's the right thing.
I was going to say it's because you're short.
I am short too, and I like to touch my belly button. But I mean, I'm vanilla, and I also do dabble in the BDSM lifestyle and industry. Then I really cannot wrap my head around why people are so upset about it.
Well, now, what was some of the crazy shit we heard about this movie? Because we went into this like thinking this was going to be like a giant like commercial for rape and domestic violence, which is how everybody was saying this movie was being portrayed, that it was glorifying rape culture. It was showing domestic violence is okay. I mean, what else did we hear?
I mean, I'm hearing from a lot of lifestyles that it wasn't portraying the BDSM lifestyle accurately. I mean, you could go into the fact that they didn't go in depth enough. It wasn't supposed to be an educational flick on it.
Yeah.
And they honestly did touch on some good points in there. They did touch on safety words, on contracts. If you're going to be in a DS lifestyle.
DS, for those of you not knowing, is a dom sub.
Yeah,
Because
dominance and
when we have the hashtag for 50 Shades, we're going to get a lot of people like not knowing what the fuck they're going to find.
Well, I think that's what I'm hearing more and more is the folks that don't know anything about BDSM. I was hearing that those are the ones that are coming back and saying that it was about rape and it was about violence. True. And there was absolutely no rape in there whatsoever. There was absolutely no domestic violence in there whatsoever.
Yeah, she consented to everything. She even put her wrist out so he could go ahead and tie her up like 2 or 3 times.
And been like, do you have my favorite tie?
It was oddly romantic, if you will, for what was going on.
Really, what it did boil down to was a love story. Okay, maybe for the vanilla folk out there, it's a little bit more of a fucked up love story. And for the BDSM lifestylers out there, it's a little bit more of a non-accurate love story. But when it boils down to, that's really what it was, is an alternative love story.
See, one of the things that I was thinking about while we were watching the movie is we know a lot of people in the professional side of the lifestyle,
Yeah.
a lot of pro doms, a lot of pro male dominance, things like that. And one of the biggest stigmas that the professionals try to get away from is that doing a private session where, you know, you have somebody come to your dungeon or you go to their house or their hotel room and you perform BDSM acts, that it's some sort of prostitution. And they always try to get rid of that stigma, showing that there's no sex involved in all this. There's no sex at all. It's not about sex. And then you've got her tied down to the bed getting, you know, boned by a 27-year-old billionaire.
I honestly think I thought it was pretty hot. Not gonna lie.
So I think that was part of the thing where the professionals are like, no, this makes everybody think that when you bring somebody in, they're gonna bone you silly on a bed.
And a lot of them are also wanting to focus more on female dominance versus male dominance.
Yeah.
We are getting a lot of the movie is getting a lot of flack from female dominance because it's showing women being a little bit more submissive
And saying that it's misogynistic in nature. But I mean, crying out that there aren't enough guys getting their asses handed to them, isn't that like a reverse form of that?
You think so?
I mean, I would think so.
Okay.
I didn't think it was misogynistic at all because she was well aware. He even made a point of saying, if at any point you want to leave, the door's open.
Yeah.
Safe word, out the door, you're gone.
And at more times than once, she walked out the door and he didn't chase after her. He didn't pin her down. He didn't lock her up. He didn't tie her down. The one and only the one time that she said no, he listened.
That's true.
He looked like a sad little puppy at the same time.
Yeah, he did. Especially when they were going through the contract and they got to the anal fisting part.
Yeah, no anal fisting,
Which
no
it was-
vaginal fisting.
It was very refreshing to hear the words anal fisting mentioned in a Hollywood movie.
He compromised.
He did. He really did. It was it was chivalrous of him.
It's refreshing to hear that.
Right?
It is.
Does that just say how fucked up
You
we
know-
are?
I didn't even shrug it off. I was like, the only thing I would really like to do right now is have the lights flip on and look around the room and see the look of horror on everybody's faces in the movie theater to hear anal fisting.
You know how many people probably Googled that on their phones? And then they were like horrified. I'm sure they came across rosebudding.
God, I hope so.
If you haven't, hashtag rosebudding. Make sure you look that one up. But that's our tip for today for the vlog. I didn't think it was that bad, though. Overall, the movie was whatever. I mean, especially when you figure, was I the only one that got the impression? Because this movie, for those of you who aren't aware, it's based off of Twilight fan fiction that was way too dirty for the Twilight fan fiction site. So it got rewritten as what we ended up getting with Anastasia Steele and Christian Grey versus Edward Cullen and Bella, whatever the fuck her name was.
I'm gonna be real here. I maybe had to watch part of Twilight because I was too lazy to get out of bed and change the remote.
I saw half of the first one. And then I was lucky enough to convince the girl I was watching it to blow me. And then I was able
Good segue there, eh?
to turn it off. So I was like, two birds, one stone. It was great. But exactly, this movie sucks. But at points in this movie, you could totally tell that he wanted to come out and say, I'm a vampire.
Yeah.
I got that impression more times than not.
Yeah, there was a couple lead-ins where, I'm like, I could just see him gnawing on her neck right there.
Because either way, either he's the most brooding guy around, vampire, well, at least in the Twilight universe, or he's Batman.
Ooh, it'd be more fun if you went on a Batman tangent. Now I know it's not going to happen, but...
What I'm sure there's fan fiction out there somewhere that put Batman and, I don't know, Vicky Vale maybe? Showing my age here. Who would Batman be?
You are showing your age because that's going over my head.
Oh, bullshit. That's Kim Basinger in the first Batman.
Oh.
Yeah, bullshit. Whatever. We're the same goddamn age.
I'm more of a Michelle Pfeiffer kind of girl,
That was like 2 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go right to hell. Anyway, we'll post a picture of Vicky Vale so you guys can know who the fuck we're talking about for those of you who were probably too young to see 50 Shades and snuck in the back, which apparently was a big problem too. A lot of people were sneaking in to see this movie.
I still don't see it being so bad that if a child did happen to stumble upon it, it wasn't anything worse than you're going to catch on late night cable.
Do you know how many parents' heads just exploded right now? But I agree. Although it could just be because we're extremely jaded.
Jaded, desensitized. I think more desensitized.
Probably
more
at
than
this
anything.
point.
Yeah.
But it wasn't bad. I recommend checking it out. If you're getting dragged with your girl to go see it, it's not
Suck
the
it
worst
up.
thing.
It's not the most horrible thing in the world. Again, the book was way worse.
Oh my God. I don't even know how that lady got, how that happened.
Oh my gosh. Holy cow.
Well, it makes sense when you find out she's a virgin. Spoiler alert. You find
Yeah.
out she's a virgin, but, you know.
Oh my God.
Those of you watching at home, check it out. It's not as bad as everybody's saying.
You might actually learn a couple things, surprisingly.
And it might even be enough to just get you to at least do some damn research and see about BDSM for yourself.
I really think that's the biggest problem of the whole thing is everybody who has an issue with it has not done their research.
And I think there's so many. I mean, you've got the 50 Shades brand of lube and I guess fabric
softener. Not even kidding.
You can buy handcuffs and ties. You can even buy the
Domino's
gray tie.
Pizza ran an ad towards it.
No, did they really?
Yeah, it's like it's a tongue tied up in a dungeon. True story.
And now we know how mainstream things have gotten. Which,
See, a little bit, I think that's kind of hurt our industry, though.
how so?
Because more and more people are trying it out for themselves. More and more people are getting hurt in it because they're not doing the research again.
True.
And it's shedding a bad light on us. I mean, I know you don't really go the fetish route, but I mean, one hand washes the other.
That's true. And I mean, if you get injured at home and you're not doing it, you're not going to necessarily go to a professional for it either. But, I mean, how many people give at-home
Silliness.
massages, too, and they still go to a professional?
Which, true.
You know?
True.
And you can fuck somebody up on a massage. But you know, if you're curious, if you've got questions, I'm sure anywhere you go, I mean, hell, you can go to fetlife.com and talk to somebody who's actually in it. You can see more than you might want, but you'll get some information.
I know I do every log on. Try my log into my page.
You'll learn some shit. And
there are plenty of local dungeons that also host nights that are an educational night. I know the local one here does do a 50 Shades of Grey night where you don't have to pay for membership if you just want to come down and ask questions and learn a little bit more before you and your partner get hurt or do something to, fuck up your relationship.
And I mean, they've got everything from mild to wild. I
Yeah.
mean, you don't have to be, using anal hooks on each other and suspending yourself from the ceiling. You can
Speaking
just
of wild, I still can't believe the hardest torturement. We're going to use extra big quotes in there.
Spoiler alert for how the movie ends with the worst ending ever.
Still. I got more than that just today at a shoot. So I don't want to hear Anastasia Steele's bitching and moaning.
She cried, but she never used the safe word though.
No.
Not once.
No.
She just let that shit slide.
That's what they're implementing. That's what they're for.
And then she got all broody and pissy. And then it ends. It goes fade to black. Till the next one. They set you up for the sequel on that shit.
Well, there's 3 of them. They got to make their money. And I'm not going to lie. I will probably go out and see 2 and 3.
Yeah, we're stuck now. We saw
Yeah.
the first one. It was decent. The movie's made over $500 million fucking dollars right now globally. I'm sure it's more now by the time we record this damn
Why
thing.
didn't we think of this?
Right? If we wrote a book, we'd get arrested. People would be like, there's no way they'd
They're
be
like,
selling our book in
this
Barnes
is a
and Noble.
journal of acts that you've been doing.
Exactly.
This is domestic violence.
They would never sell this shit at Barnes and Noble. It'd be ridiculous. But so, I mean, if you got questions, you figure it out from there. Don't go over your limits. Know your limits. Know yourself. Don't go into this if you're a virgin that's never even seen a dick.
The safe word is bananas,
Pineapples.
pineapples.
Pineapples, I don't like it. Shout out to Kevin Hart. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to the Demon Seed Radio vlog number 1. We'll be doing these on a fairly recent basis. We have a more in-depth blog coming up on the website as well, demonseedradio.com. Don't forget to tune into us Friday nights, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific on XXXpornstarradio.com. And we're also syndicated on the Mix.fm, Wildfire Radio, and PlanetPlatypus.com. Thank you very much to everybody who listens to the show, who watched this vlog, and hopefully it cleared up some questions. 50 Shades, not that bad.
No.
Not that bad. That's the best review I can give it.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. Check out our website at www.demonseedradio.com to see photos from tonight's episode, along with episode archives. Follow us on Twitter at DemonSeed69. Catch Whitney Morgan at Ms. Whitney Morgan. Triz Nathaniels at FNPayMe. Mistress Indigo at Mistress_Indigo. And to set up your very own time to get your ass kicked on our website, www.mistressindigo.com. Purchase custom-built floggers and request the very special twerking flogger at www.indigofloggers.com. And of course, feel free to send naked selfies to everyone's favorite 12 inches of furry fury.
Absolutely.
Mr. Cuddles at Mr. Cuddles XXX.